All right, folks, welcome to the channel. Always an honor and a privilege to be with you. I hope you're all doing great. Buckle up and strap in. I got a hard-hitting pull, no punches, no sugarcoating it, no rainbows or sunshine. I'm just going to give it to you and give it to you straight. And friends, it's getting pretty serious out there. You seeing some of the stuff that's going on? My gosh. Today we're going to take a look at a city that got way too euphoric, drank the Kool-Aid. Real estate values went through the roof overnight. Market manipulation caused it all. And this is a city that really shouldn't have done that, but it did it in the previous bubble and had a massive crash to follow. So this time it was shocking to me. And there's so many cities. Throw a dart at the map and you're going to hit a city that got way too euphoric. This was a super bubble like nothing we've ever seen before. Insanity. I knew the second they made realtors essential workers in a health crisis and then dropped interest rates and somehow it was normalized that we were headed for some big problems, and it's all playing out as we speak. So reverse FOMO has now taken over. Fear and panic is sweeping these markets. Be greedy when others are fearful, fearful when others are greedy. It's about time. If you've been on the sidelines and you're thinking, I want to start considering buying real estate, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. A lot of people are going to be racing for the exits. A lot of people are going to be swept up in the reverse FOMO, scared to spend a penny. We're headed for a recession. Hang on to all your money. When there's blood in the streets, you're going to have to deploy money into these markets at the bottom. There's a lot of buying opportunity right now. My gosh, stocks, Tesla, $200 a share or something like that. I don't know. It was over $1,000 a share at one point. Yeah, people don't want to buy that stock because they're afraid. Everybody's full of fear and panic. Insanity. So congratulations to anybody that saw this one coming. We're going to continue to monitor the health and fitness of the U.S. housing market because the U.S. housing market has the capability of crashing the whole economy, and it is in fact happening right before our very eyes. But we're going to take a look at properties because I think now it's almost time to start talking about buying opportunity. Did you know even at today's interest rates, you're going to do better buying than you would have at a low interest rate in the height of the bubble? It is true. It's all displaying itself. And you know, as a real estate guy myself, one of the things I always communicate to people, check the property's rent range if you want to know how good that property is, whether it's a rental or not. You should know the property's rent range. You see, because if you can buy it and your payment, if you're even financing it, is cheaper than what it would cost to rent, well, that's a pretty good metric to use. You think everybody would that be coming out of their mouths. Rarely does it ever happen though. But people that made their money in real estate understand that. And I'll tell you what, 95% of all millionaires made their money in real estate. It wasn't buying at the height of a super bubble, and it wasn't by buying their primary home. It was buying outside the bubble, other people's homes. So hopefully that's what you guys want to start looking at. In fact, I'm going to start walking us down that road. We're going to take a look at some properties, and we're going to have some fun today because we're going to drive our point home. We're going to take a look at a city that got way too euphoric, and it's now reverse course, and it's going to have a big old epic crash again. And then we're going to look at how somehow people just thought their property had a chance. The way they show, just insane. Like I've been showing you guys properties, like my gosh, I couldn't imagine being the realtor on that property. How do you even show a property like that? It's insane. But we got to read between the lines and look between the cracks to see if in fact that's where we should be looking. Let's roll this property and then we're going to meet back here and wrap it up. Let's get started. All right, friends, buckle up, strap in, roll up your windows, lock your doors. We're entering into Phoenix, Arizona, and let me just tell you, friends, it's not looking pretty. Let's make our way over to today's featured property. And here we go, today's crash map, courtesy of our friends over at Zillow. Every single property on the map in front of you is in fact going through the kiss of death, price reductions. Now let's go ahead and bring up today's beauty. Oops, not a beauty at all, a disaster. Hold the phone. We've got a big problem here. Somebody came to market for sale, but clearly was not ready. They have a nice little disaster on their hands, and we can already tell what probably happened here. Somebody bought it and thought they would flip it for some money, and it fell apart on them. Here we go, being sold as is. Estimated value for properties that show well in this area, $215,000. And here's our property at $220,000 stuck on the market. Your monthly cost to own this beauty would be $1,300 a month. Its rent range is $1,900 a month. Somebody thought they had turned this into a rental, but pulled the plug. Let's get back to the studio so we can wrap this one up. All right, friends, welcome back. So Phoenix, Arizona. Insanity. Can you imagine that? I don't like Phoenix, Arizona. I've been there. Hot, cooking hot. Like, why would you even want to move there? Unless you're investing or you're maybe some snowbird retiree. You're just going to go get some desert oasis. But for me, here's the thing, friends. It comes down to this. It comes down to risk tolerance. How much risk are you willing to take in a declining market? Now, for me, I like to be very conservative. I don't like to go all in. I don't like to gamble in the markets. I always say, never gamble with more money than you're prepared to lose. Now, a property like the one we saw today shows horrible. I like that because they're stuck on the market getting overlooked. I could probably make a really low offer stick. And because I know how to renovate homes pretty quick, as long as there's no big glaring problems, all surface cosmetic problems, a quick cleanup, boom, renter goes in, rents start coming in every month. I love that. Stack up a few. The best way to buy property if you're new is to do this with your first home. The first home you ever buy, check its rent range, say, great, my payment even at today's prices and interest rate are below its rent range. I'm going to live in it for a year, then I'm going to dump a renter in there and I'm going to go buy that again. You're going to have a small window it's opening now. You could probably start right now. For the next couple years, you should be able to stack up a handful of properties in this way and be pretty much set for life if that's what you want. Like for me, that's like all I want. I could care less about trying to impress you by where I live or what I drive, even though I live in somewhere very cool and impressive and my life is very tidy at the moment, but I had to scratch and claw my way to get there. I had to live in a shoebox temporarily to get where I'm at. And I don't regret any of it. It was worth every minute of it because today I have free time, and that's what we all want. If you asked 100 people what they want most in life, money or free time, they will pick free time. Owning your house and being tied to one house, a debt slave for life, will not ever provide that. Always want people to understand that is in fact the path to wealth. Being rich and being wealthy are two completely different things. Being wealthy is when you can live off your investment income and not have to work. People that are rich have to work to support their lifestyle. I've been in both sides of that coin. I prefer where I'm at now. I'm going to do my best to take you guys along for the ride because it's not only what we need, it's in fact what we deserve. If you appreciate the content, I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I would love to hear from you. Social media links in the description of this video if you'd like to contact me there, along with links to channels I've appeared on I think you might enjoy. If you need help buying or selling real estate, here in America, I have the biggest network of top-rated agents in the nation ready to assist you. It'd be our honor and our privilege to do so. If you're watching from your television set today and you enjoyed this video, I know you're going to love the next video. And there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. As always, thank you for your time. Please go make it count today. I'll see you on the next video.